You get your paycheck, and for a brief moment, everything feels okay. Like you can breathe again, like the stress lifts just a little, and then life starts happening almost immediately. A coffee on the way to work because you're tired and you deserve it, an online order because something was on sale and you didn't want to miss out, a couple of automatic bills that quietly hit your account that you forgot were even there. And before you know it, you're staring at your bank balance with a full leak or more until the next payday, wondering how it disappeared so fast, feeling like your money has a secret life that you're not invited to, and that feeling isn't just in your head. Because over the last several years, inflation has quietly but aggressively raised the cost of basics like groceries, rent, utilities, insurance, and transportation, squeezing households tighter and tighter, which is why so many people report feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and out of control when it comes to money. And if that pit in your stomach sounds familiar, I want you to know right now that you're not broken, you're not bad with money, and you're definitely not alone. And this isn't about cutting out everything you love or turning your life into a joyless spreadsheet prison. Because a budget isn't about restriction, it's about intention. It's about finally telling your money what you want it to do instead of wondering where it went. And the first real step in doing that is understanding your true monthly income. Not the number that sounds impressive when you say it out loud, not your hourly rate or your annual salary, but your net income. The money that actually hits your bank account after taxes, insurance, retirement contributions, and deductions are taken out. Because gross income is a vanity number and net income is the number your life actually operates on. And if your income is consistent, that part is simple. You can pull it straight from your pay stubs or bank deposits. But if your income fluctuates because you freelance, work gig jobs, earn commissions, or have variable hours, that doesn't mean budgeting is impossible. It just means you need a smarter baseline, either by averaging the last 12 months of income or even more conservatively, using your lowest earning month as your foundation. So your budget works even when things are slow, and any extra income becomes a bonus you can intentionally direct towards savings, debt payoff, or building a buffer that smooths out future low months. And it's critical that every dollar coming in is counted, whether it's a side hustle, cash work, child support, investment income, or irregular payments, because missing income creates false scarcity and inaccurate budgets. And once you know what you actually earn, the next step is tracking where it actually goes, which is where most people avoid looking because it feels uncomfortable. But awareness is where control begins, and tracking means pulling 1 to 3 months of bank and credit card statements and going line by line, categorizing each transaction without judgment into fixed expenses like rent, insurance, debt payments, subscriptions and phone bills, and variable expenses like groceries, gas, dining out, shopping, entertainment, utilities, and personal care, not to shame yourself but to collect data. Because you can't fix what you can't see. And once you see it, patterns emerge, like how small daily spending adds up or how subscriptions quietly drain your account every month. And after tracking comes the moment of truth, where you separate needs from wants, not in a moral way, but in a functional one, because needs are the expenses that keep you alive and able to work, like housing, basic utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, and minimum debt payments, while wants are everything else that makes life more enjoyable, like eating out, streaming services, shopping, hobbies, upgraded plans, travel, and convenient spending. And the key here is honesty. because it's easy to emotionally upgrade wants into needs. But clarity is power. And when you clearly see how much of your income goes to needs versus wants, you suddenly regain choice. And that's when you move from analyzing the past to planning the future by creating a budget that gives every dollar a job using a zero based mindset where income minus expenses minus savings equals zero. Not because you want an empty bank account, but because you want intentional direction, starting with your non negotiable needs. Then paying your future self by budgeting for emergency savings, debt reduction, retirement, and upcoming goals before allocating money to wants. Because what you prioritize in your budget is what grows in your life. And if the math doesn't work, that's not a personal failure. It's information that tells you where adjustments are needed, usually in wants. Not because fun is bad, but because flexibility lives there and the goal isn't perfection or extreme. Cuts but sustainability. Because a budget you quit is worse than a budget that's imperfect. And to help structure this, many people use frameworks like the 50-30-20 rule, where roughly half of your income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt. Not as a rigid law, but as a diagnostic tool to see whether your spending is balanced, adjusting for high cost areas while protecting your savings rate. Or you might prefer paying yourself first by automatically moving money into savings as soon as you get paid, or using zero based budgeting or cash envelopes if you need tighter boundaries. And once the budget exists, the real work begins in living with it. Because budgeting is not a one-time event but a recurring conversation with your money, requiring regular tracking, weekly or bi-weekly check-ins, and flexibility when life happens. Because overspending isn't failure, ignoring it is. And when one category goes over, you consciously pull from another instead. Of giving up reinforcing that you are in control, and automation becomes your best ally by removing willpower from the equation through automatic savings, bill payments, and debt transfers. And at the end of each month, you review what worked, what didn't, what surprised you, and what needs adjustment. Understanding that the first few months are about learning, not winning, and that consistency beats intensity every time. Because over time, the anxiety fades, the mystery disappears, and confidence replaces stress. And you realize that a budget isn't a cage, it's a permission slip. Permission to spend without guilt, save without fear, and plan without panic, giving you the freedom to stop reacting to money and start using it intentionally to build the life you actually want.